I'm glad you were there. I don't know how I would have gotten past the Forsworn without you.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend? What you doing in Left Hand? Do you dig up rocks too, like my mom?
Poor Pavo and Gat, to have lived through a Forsworn attack.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Did you hear that?
All right,
Pavo was
then.
driven out of his mind. Almost everyone is dead.
You all right? You look like you might be sick. That would be Jarl Igmund. Young for a ruler of the Hold, especially the Reach. Wasn't surprising he stayed loyal to the Empire. His father helped capture Ulfric Stormcloak after the Markarth incident. It's the whole reason Ulfric revolted against the Empire. Well, the first reason, anyway. Forsworn had taken over Markarth, and Ulfric and his men drove them out. Empire promised they'd be free to worship Talos afterwards. Pity no one told the elves. Whole group of those Thalmor came, and they demanded Ulfric's arrest. Before the Nords came, we worshipped the old gods, had our own kingdom. Times have been good and bad since then, but some folks couldn't handle not ruling their own land. Those are the Forsworn. The Forsworn follow the old ways, but some of those were best forgotten. Blood sacrifices, communing with Daedra. It's the road to ruin. May the crags fail to trip your feet.
First time in Markarth, traveler? Take my advice. You see anything, don't get involved. The city guard will take care of it. See? There you go, getting involved. Don't ask too many questions in Markarth. Safer for everyone that way. Head on in. Keep your nose clean, and you won't have any problems with us. This is Markarth, traveler. Safest city in the Reach.
Greetings, citizen. Staying out of trouble, I presume? No, nothing at all. Say, rumors are a new mercenary's been going around town. Calls herself Ash. Holed up near Solitude these days. In case you'd need extra muscle, I suggest you head there. Skyrim's looking more dangerous these days.
I've got a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use a lot more healers. How can I help a brother Noor?
Oh, this pendant would look
belongs to the
awful on my sister.
Thought I heard something.
I die for my people.
Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone stay back. The Markor City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Margaret, he killed her. Right in front of me.
We'll handle things from here. Move along. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. Damn. Another body to get rid of. That's right. It isn't.
Gods.
All right then.
A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you all right? Did you see what happened? Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. I'd better get going.
We'll handle
Did you
things
see
from
that
here.
madman?
He killed her.
A forsworn agent. Here in the city. Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the forsworn. They promise people they'll kill off all the Nords that rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs. Did you just see that woman getting attacked in front of us? We're closed. This has ruined my entire day.
Margaret, he killed her. Right in front of me. She's a traveler from the Imperial City. Came by every day looking for jewelry for her relatives back home. Why would anyone want to kill her? Doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I don't think I can bear to sell anything right now. What's happening to this city?
How do you feel? I think you might be sick. Take a look. Mm-hmm.
A bit of jewelry for your journey home?
Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister.
Never should have come here.
We are routed.
I die for my people.
The Forsworn are here in this...
Everyone stay back. The Markor city go... Have this all under control. There are no... We'll handle things from here. Move along. I said move along. That's right. It isn't. All right then.
Did you see that, Matt? Tinky worked down at... They promised people they'll kill off all the Nords. Did you just see that woman getting attacked in front of us?
Gods.
We're
A
closed.
woman attacked right on the streets. Are you all right? Did you see what happened?
Another body to get rid of.
The Force? Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of...
Another body to
No.
get rid of.
I was... My note. No, that's yours. Must have fallen
Did
out of
you
your
see
pocket.
that, Madman?
Until next time.
A Forsworn agent. Here in the city.
Margaret, he killed her. Right in front of me. She's a Why would anyone want to kill her? Doesn't... I'm sorry. I don't think I can bear to sell anything right now.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
What's happening to this city?
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Need something? Take a look. All right, then.
hear all that noise outside?
It's just the market rabble. We should get back to work. You there, if you're here to trade, step up to the counter.
Lisbeth handles the customers. I just check the shipments.
No, I'm not Arnleaf. Yes, I know it's called Arnleaf and Sons. Oh, by the divines, is it that obvious? I swear, if my Gunnar was alive to see me now. This store would finally be on its feet if I hadn't lost my last shipment to the Forsworn attacks. A specially made Bella statuette. You aren't for hire, are you? A sellsword? I'll pay you if you can recover that statuette from the Forsworn. Thank you. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for you when you return. Splendid. I've been looking for a new investor. Now it seems my search is over. Thank you so much. With this coin, I'll be able to double my stock. I inherited the store from my husband. His father was Arnleif. My husband, Gunnar, died about 5 years ago. Forsworn attack. I miss that stubborn oaf. No, as if trade wasn't poor enough. Now there's violence in the streets. It was the Forsworn, wasn't it? I lose dozens of shipments every season to those barbarians. Now they're in the city? Gods help us. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Come back whenever you need something.
The art of stealth. They'll either be dead or with significantly less gold before they know what's hit them. Oh, sorry. I need to be quiet.
Is that lazy idiot out drinking at the Silver Blood Inn again? On my coin?
He's just waiting for the shipments, Lisbeth. They'll be back as soon as they come in.
There are no shipments scheduled today. Stop covering for him.
He's my cousin. Just give him another chance. Please.
Fine. I won't fire him. But I'm doing it for your sake, not his.
you feeling sick?
People think women are famed for trying to look good. Just because men... You remind me of a dog I... Wake up! Stop daydreaming about me and... Which way I'm going?
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
All right then.
Can't talk. Mullish will beat me if I stop working. We've lost a lot of good people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out. Me and Hathrasil mostly. Mullish barks at us all day, but I wouldn't call that honest work. A few people in the Warrens used to work here. Degane broke some bones a while back. Altris quit. Kareen is too sick. See you.
I left the noise and ale behind. Now it's just me, the earth and the sky.
And clean rooms.
An arrow to the knee? Ha! My
Yes.
mother took 10 arrows to the knee.
You look like you've seen better days.
Another drink,
How about I pour you the strongest drink we have?
And Sons deserves nothing but the finest here.
All your drinks are water.
Take a look.
You aren't fooling me, and you know Lisbeth can't afford to pay me enough for the finest drinks anyhow.
For that price? Sure.
I do love
I
it
wasn't
when
aware
customers
that
are
Lisbeth
rowdy,
was having
but
trouble,
sometimes I wish they just...
My mother always said, a good night starts with a good drink. Want to find out if she was right?
Unlike my husband Clever, I watch after our guests.
Get almost every
What was
shipment
that you
comes
said,
in.
venomous wife of mine?
I'm what you'd call a soldier of...
I've always wanted to travel the land, like you must have. But I don't think I could handle all the attention. Is there something
Now
you need?
just tell me if you need
Making
something.
me feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean. Don't take this the wrong way, but you look a little sickly.
Can't be too careful these days, with the war and other dangers.
Ah, another adventurer.
For a fair price.
You must
I'll
be
watch
here
your back.
seeking to sample my culinary potions. They are known throughout Tamriel as the first potions capable of healing the body while delighting the palate. So you are unfamiliar with my work? How uncultured of you. My name is Clario Moorsley, the finest alchemical cook in all of Tamriel. The recipe's at my shop in High Rock, I'm afraid. Although the truth is, I can't be bothered with the practice any longer. You You see, I have already moved on to the next frontier, cooking with magic. I am experimenting with magic as a culinary tool. I had begun with restoration in an attempt to remove the unwanted side effects from my earlier
all the
work.
walking you've made me do?
I have
What do you mean
abandoned
it's
that
my
practice
fault?
to focus on the effects of illusion magic and how it
I
can
may have agreed
influence
to it,
one's
but-
sense of taste.
Whatever. You still owe
You
me
see,
for
every
drop-
person has a different palate, and this means a different experience, regardless of whether one eats the same food. Sating one's palate is not just a product of how a meal tastes, but how the mind perceives an object's flavor. Well, my latest dish combines the alchemical properties of crepe clusters and giant toe as additives in foods heavy with
I should
starch.
probably start carrying some sort of weapon.
The result
Just in case
is
one
a
of these
lighter,
perfect gets
fluffier bread and potatoes that melt in your mouth. The dilemma is getting patrons to try something cooked with the toenail clippings of one of those primitive ogres. If a courage spell could be activated by the aroma of a dish, it could deflect any fears rooted in perception. And once they taste the dish, it will be magic enough. The mystery gone, they will lick the plate clean. It is an expression. Do not make them think you are like the hound, or they will scratch your ears and make you play fetch. Ask questions if you must, but I suggest you read the book that I have left in the chef's quarters. It is quite thorough. Although at times I admit it is far too didactic. It does not capture the spirit of my invention, for I am an artist, an auteur. Well, unlike some of my more unadventurous peers, my cuisine is the product of my creative vision. It pushes the boundaries of what is food. This is not to say my creations are merely limited to sating the appetite.
Maybe I should start.
While
training.
Juliano's blessed
Some of
me
these
with
labs
wisdom,
get too serious.
Stendhal has
But then
gifted
again,
me
the
with
tips are
mercy.
better.
That is what led me to developing the world's first delectable health potion. Good for the body, pleasing to the palate.
These drunks get louder and less charming every night.
How dare you insinuate that avarice and not art was my motivation? And for your information, the potion does work. Not as effectively as a traditional potion, but it suffices for minor cuts and bruises.
I've heard rumors about some of the girls wanting to learn how to fight. Maybe I should join them. I do love it when they try to
Exactly.
resist,
I have
but come
provided
on,
the
who could
innovation
resist
and
this?
the inspiration. Let the masses figure out how to mask the imperfections and occasional side effects. I came because I heard a rumor that the Jarl's chef was a friend of the gourmet. I wished for him to set up a culinary duel where I would be declared once and for all the finest chef in all of Tamriel. But the fool wouldn't even acknowledge his relationship with the impostor. Naturally, I took this as a sign of his surrender. Oh, you flatter me, but in truth it was no contest. The gourmet is what you call a conventional cook. He has no imagination, no spark. He makes no attempt to shatter the culinary barrier. He's like the pilgrim who scales the mountain while I am the dragon that soars above it. Nor do I look like a cook, for I'm far too handsome to be any of the three. But you are right. I do not have the training in this field. My assistant, Miley Hawking, handles such matters. She is also a writer and publishes my various recipes and culinary musings. I regret she was unable to accompany me on this trip, as one of my dishes had some unwanted consequences which I do not wish to speak of.
The tips are better that way.
I regret she was unable to accompany me on this trip, as one of my dishes had some unwanted consequences which I do not wish to speak of. Let us just say, I will not cast aspersions on her husband if he leaves her for another woman. Or something that at least resembles one. It is not my fault, mind you. Miley is quite devoted to my cause, and at times she will sample things that are purely experimental in nature. You must understand, the art of cooking is a very delicate process. The recipe, the quality of ingredients, and the skill of the chef all affect the end product. If one were to mix a restore potion out of wheat and Blue Mountain flour, he may be tempted to mix in a piece of honeycomb to sweeten the taste. The result might be a health potion that simultaneously ravages his stamina. Yes, for most, the important thing is that the potion works. But for a world-class chef, the only thing that matters is the taste. If I were to sacrifice flavor, I would damage my reputation as the greatest cook in all of Tamriel. Then, if you'll pardon me, I need to update some leaflets. It occurred to me that another advantage of my potions is being able to distinguish between health and magicka by virtue of taste. And before you tell me they have different colors, let me remind you that in the cauldron of battle, one does not have time to inspect his bottle. Yet if he sips and recognizes the flavor, he will know which of my potions he imbibes.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer, and I just might fight at your side.
Sometimes I think about finding myself a proper man. Someone who can keep up with me. But then again, they're young.
Do something!
Getting on too soon.
I swear, if one more drunkard tries to pinch my... Never mind. What can I get for you? Let's sate that appetite, huh? I was wondering how it would feel to leave this place behind. To chase danger and delight with someone. Someone strong enough to keep up with me. Imagine the adventures we could share. The long nights by the fire. And maybe a little warmth shared between us when the cold bites too deep. I serve smiles and dreams to fools who barely notice. I'd rather share real stories, real laughter. Maybe even a few stolen touches under starlight. If you don't mind sharing your heart looking for something more, I could be a little spark to keep your nights lively. 500 gold to, cover what I owe the inn. I know it's a lot. But if you think I'm worth it, I swear I'll be useful somehow. I can cook, carry supplies, help tend wounds. And, I'll try really hard not to slow you down. I promise I won't be a bother. Yes! Oh, you won't regret this, I swear. I'll be the brightest, loudest, happiest travel buddy you've ever had, whether you like it or not. Just tell me when you're ready to hit the road. I'm already dreaming about all the crazy stories we're going to make together. You smell like adventure. Tell me all about it while I fetch you a drink. There are constant reports of missing women, kidnapped while traveling, or even taken from their homes. Bit by bit, it's getting worse. Please, help those girls return to their homes. I dare not think what might happen to them if no one acts. Yes, please, you have to save her. I could tell you tales of our mead's effects. Or better yet, we could test them out together. What do you say? It would seem so.
Probably my dear loving wife.
You're making me feel things, honey. Things I can't quite put into words.
It's not like you do anything important around here.
No,
Lead the way.
Just check in the guests and manage the coin, and keep a roof over your head.
I could...
Oh, nothing.
Something lacy.
I'm what
something
you'd call
black.
a soldier of
The
fortune.
lads would love it.
Can't be too careful these days, but that's a fair price. My blade is yours. I'll wait here. Just don't start any trouble without me.
Yes. Need something?
What do you need, handsome?
Unlike my husband Clapper, I watch after our guests. Magic? Got no good use for that here. Mages keep to their college in Winterhold. Go bother them. Wish the Jarl's wizard would up and leave with ya. Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? I should remind
Don't
Clapper
take
to
this the
clean
wing
this
way,
place up.
but you look a little
Nothing,
sickly.
you pig-headed oaf.
Back when I
Need
worked at the
something.
tavern, this life may not be glam. Take a look. I'd better get going. Don't mind the yelling. My parents
Pardon
are
me,
always
stranger. Will you help me raise a flagon for my dear departed brother? May he find peace in Sovngarde. No need to be sorry, lad. These are happy times. And he's in a better place, drinking far better mead than we could ever imagine. Bravely, as only he could, a group of forsworn stragglers, covered by darkness, made a daring attack at the front gate. My brother caught sight of them immediately and ran up the steps to fire the mechanical bow. Only some foolish sod must have forgot to grease it or something, because the lever was jammed. Worse yet, the guard manning the tower was fast asleep and didn't sound the horn. My brother would have to defend the city gates by himself. He may have died, but I'm proud to say he took 3 of those savages and a Briarheart with him. He put the fear of Talos in the rest of those stragglers. Let them know that every Reachman was worth a dozen of those forsworn bastards! The rest of the wild folk fled into the night. Who knows what would have happened had they breached the gate? Aye, it was a bit peculiar given how sneaky they usually are. But Uthmer assured me it all happened as they said. He was on duty that night as well. Ungver told him to run into the city and wake the guard when a horn didn't sound. By the time he returned, the forsworn raiders had left, and my brother had fallen. The guard manning the tower, arrow to the throat.
Show the bugs your adoring face.
Who knows how many more would have died that day if Ungver wasn't there to save them? My brother died a hero, a savior of the Reach. Anyone who says otherwise, feel free to raise your hand and punch yourself in the face. I trust him with my life and vouch for his words with my own. Uthmar was more than a watch brother to me and Ungver. He was our best friend. We even made him an honorary member of the family. Thick as thieves, the three of us, ever since childhood. I'd sooner believe Dongvor craps silver before I'd believe Uthmar is a liar. I wear it with pride, stranger, and I won't ever change my colors. I don't care who wins the war. I don't care if a damn Forsworn sits on the throne. This is the uniform my brother wore, and this is the uniform I'll wear when I meet him in Sovngarde. He was a member of the city guard here in Markarth. Worked the night watch out by the entrance. Wasn't like them lazy gargoyles who just sleep through their shift and hope that Madanak isn't cooking them breakfast in the morning. No, he stood at his post every night like a bloody Draugr, and only when the sun finally crawled over the mountains would he sheathe his sword. Best damn soldier in the Reach. Best man in all of Skyrim.
I do love it when they try to resist.
Most of us, we work all day, but half the time we aren't actually working. A rest here, a break there, but not Ungver. I kept telling him, stop making us look bad, but he only kept at it. He pushed me to do the same. Pretty soon, we were both making everyone look like lazy sods. I'm a bit embarrassed to say it, but it was a mud crab. Thing jumped out of nowhere and tried to snatch it, like a thief swiping a pearl. Bless my brother's heart. When he found out, he almost ripped out his own eye just so we'd match. Of course, he wouldn't have had to if I hadn't taken pity on that crazy chef and his worthless potions. I drank 4 or 5 of them, and nary felt a thing. When my eye kept bleeding, I set to oblivion with it, and poured it over my eye. Might have made it worse. By Ysmir's beard, it felt like a bloody beehive was milling around in my eye, the way it stung, and smelled like honey. I've got to hand it to that chef, though. Here I was, about to lose my eye, and half of me was thinking about how I wanted another taste. Tell that to my watch brothers. But you're right. If any of them raises a stink, I'll just beat them to a pulp. The only bigger shame than a man who was bested by a mud crab is losing to that man in a brawl. Perhaps you've heard stories then
Maybe I should take a
of how silver blood money has tainted our ranks since the day this dwarven city was settled. That's a lie. We Nords are a proud race, and no amount of coin is worth staining our honor. A Nord would sooner give up his own thumbs than use them to pocket a piece of tainted gold. If my brother were here, he'd vomit at the very notion of a Nord taking a bribe. No, there was never any corruption in this city, and there never will be, no matter who sits on the throne, so long as Nords man the towers.
I've let a few secrets
Yes,
slip about my voluptuous
if the
figure.
gossips and rumor mongers want to ply their trades with lies, they should try a less ridiculous notion than a Nord succumbing to bribes.
I should
All right,
start
then.
saving up for a new dress.
Need something?
This one's getting a bit snug. Not that the lads seem to.